In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to get your spending under control so you can start living a debt-free life. Hey, what's up? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel for all things millennial money and debt-free living. If you want to live debt-free, we all do, then stick around, consider subscribing and liking this video so you never miss another video from me. And I want to talk about how a lot of us tend to overspend in areas of our lives and how that can feel just so out of control and overwhelming. Inside of the Debt Free Millennials Facebook group, prior to anybody coming in, I ask a couple of questions to figure out what people are struggling with financially. And I get so many answers that range from living paycheck to paycheck, spending more than their means, spending more than they're bringing in, and feeling so far behind on their money goals. You know, when I first started this journey back in 2012, I had no idea where I was spending my money on and where it was going. In fact, I thought I was spending around $70 to $80 in gas. And in reality, I was spending $160, $165 a month. So if you feel like you're overspending, the very first thing that you can do to get your spending under control is start tracking your monthly income and expenses. I don't care if you use a spreadsheet, pencil and paper, a budget planner, a money tracking app. There are several tools that you can use, but start recording today how much you spent. Think about this. When you get home from work, think about what you spent money on that day and write it down. When you start writing things down, you actually get a bigger picture of where you're spending your money. And then that will help you make decisions for future months. Now, Kyle and I do this through beers and budgeting. Every single month we're going through our income and expenses. You guys are welcome to check out that series. We have so much fun doing it, and it helps us keep each other accountable and not overspend. After you start tracking your income and expenses, the next thing that you're going to do is you are going to cut the fluff. So off the bat, really quickly, you're going to see areas where you keep overspending. And if you can just think of two things that you can cut from your budget without even thinking, just gut reaction, what are those two things? And if you know, drop them in the comments below so we can hold you accountable to that. It's really easy to see when you have it written down and you can start making these teeny tiny adjustments. And when I was talking with one of my budget bootcamp students, it's not that you are saying no forever. You're just saying no right now. And that's what you need to tell yourself. I'm not saying no forever. I'm just saying no right now. And when you say that to yourself, you can let go of any guilt or fear that you may be missing out because you're allowing yourself permission to say no temporarily so you can get things in order. The first thing you have to do is make sure that you are paying yourself, and putting yourself into debt or living off of savings isn't going to last very long. So this is the first thing. What are two things that you can get rid of right off the bat? The next thing that you need to do is replace spending with contentment. I know what you're thinking, but Target makes me so happy. Starbucks makes me so happy. You know what that means, right? I've talked about this in my materialism and millennials and how I got sucked into it. But when you start replacing your happiness with spending money on things, you're actually ignoring your core values. Your core values is what makes you, you. So we need to get back to an area and a place of contentment. Think about all the intangibles that you really value. For me, I really value writing and journaling every day, connecting to my spirituality and God. I connect with being outside and being in nature. These are things that truly make me happy, and money can't buy that. So you need to get back to a place where you are fulfilling your values and filling yourself with joy and not with stuff. True story, I actually got obsessed with the idea of laser hair removal. So this is a service, but it's really expensive. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe I could do one of those laser hair products that you can get in the mail and do it at home. And I was thinking, in the moment, this would make me happy. But 10 months from now, 10 days from now, 10 years from now, is it really going to change my feeling of contentment? No. And it's not a product or service that really fits and corresponds with my core values. So I could easily just keep using a razor and tweezers and just get rid of the unwanted hair. Sorry guys, this is getting TMI, but seriously. Or, you know, I could waste money on this thing and have that temporary happiness. The choice is mine, and I choose the latter, or the former. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so by tracking your monthly income and expenses, cutting the fluff, and replacing spending with contentment, you can get back to having your spending under control so you can start living a debt-free life. I'd love to know how you are getting your spending under control, so jump in the comments, let me know. I think we are all here to support each other so that you can get to living a debt-free life.